I finished my undergraduate studies only 2 years ago, and then I decided to take a gap year to let myself decide whether I want to pursue my master's degree or not. And it didn't take me that long to realize that I really wasn't prepared for the life after graduation at all, and that I needed more time and give myself one more chance to prepare better for it. So for the last 2 years, I spent my time doing the things that I regretted not doing after graduation. And I want to share all of this experience with you so that you can avoid post-grad crisis as well. So what happened to me after graduation? Well, I was working as a coffee barista at that time, and I realized that finding a job within my field was almost impossible. I didn't have any opportunities to switch the job. So for the time being, I was stuck in the job I didn't want to do. I didn't enjoy at all. I was also still living with my parents, and I was dependent on them. Although I was making money, I wasn't making enough to just move out. And I also realized that the goals that I once had for my future no longer fit into my life, and that I didn't take the time to reset my goals to align with my current beliefs and mindset. I simply just grew up from the dreams that I used to have, and yet still believe that those are my actual goals. I needed to learn more about myself. I needed to explore myself, my mindset, my thoughts, my beliefs. So although I thought that I was prepared for the real life after graduation, I was not. And I realized that I wasn't able to find a job related to my major, which is Korean studies, because I hadn't prepared any options for myself. And I knew that I had to make some significant changes in my life so that I could avoid hitting the post-grad crisis one more time after finishing master's studies. So the first step that I had to take was to leave the job of being a coffee barista, and I started teaching in a language academy, even though it meant that I would make less money. But I knew that it was inevitable for me to get as close to my field as possible, even if I had to make some sacrifices. So teaching in a language academy lifted my self-confidence because I started to be taken more seriously by others. And I'm mentioning this because I've actually struggled with my self-esteem a lot due to my looks, because so many people guess that I'm 10 years younger than I actually am, and not being taken seriously by anyone impacted my self-esteem in a negative way a lot. I needed to start working on my communication skills and the way of presenting myself in front of the others, and teaching helped me to work on this part of my life. And I also tried to find a time for reading because during my university life, I didn't have much time to read anything that I wanted to. I had to read so many books related to just Korean studies that I had no time for reading what I enjoyed. And I delved into self-development books, as I've already mentioned, and this helped me to understand myself better, work on my insecurities and flaws. That was a very important part of that year. So since I was able to change so many things and I was working on those changes, I also tried to set new goals, and it actually took me quite some time to do so. But as I was exploring myself and realized that the dreams that I once used to have were not something I would like to pursue in the future. Therefore, it was very important for me to find something new. And that is also what helps me to set more realistic goals for the future, because I know that the goals that I set now will be aligned with my beliefs and mindset and it will fit into my life much better than what I used to believe in the past. I started to learn how to approach my everyday life with a bit more adult mindset. And I also tried to learn how to manage my finances a little bit better, to prepare myself for moving out from my parents' house. Which happened last year. And since I was in a situation where I couldn't find a job within my field after finishing my undergraduate studies, I realized that I have to engage in activities that will lead me to some opportunities after graduation. I started working on a project that I've always dreamed of. And I also engage in something outside school that is still related to Korean studies, but it's creating an opportunity for my future potential job. So since getting a job within your field can be the most challenging thing after graduation, the thing that you can do during your studies to prepare for the situation better is, like, if there's any chance you can do this, try to contact the company you would like to work for once you graduate and talk to somebody how the company works, what their requirements for the employees are, so that you can prepare for the interview once you apply for the job. And that is actually something that I'm doing right now. And I'm keeping in touch with somebody from the company so that I can have this better feeling of, like, okay, when I graduate, I have something, like the potential job that I can do, and I don't have to feel really stressed about looking for a job after graduation. And it really helps a lot with the depression. So yes, if you can't contact the company itself, maybe try to surround yourself with people who work in similar field you are interested in, and try to search for or look for the opportunities that you could get from these people. You should also invest in yourself by reading books and learning new skills, something that you are interested in. You don't have to master the skill. It is just important to start learning the skills so that you know at least the basics. Because after I graduated, I felt like I could learn something during my studies when I had the time for it. So if you don't want to end up in a situation as I did, then learn any skill you are interested in right now. You can do that by, I don't know, using a Skillshare or just reading some books about that particular skill. Because I realized that during my studies I had so much time for learning new skills, but I just thought that I'm too busy, which wasn't really true. And I didn't take the opportunity and didn't make the best out of my studies. And also, if you've ever been interested in starting your own business one day, then try to do some side hustles or start your small business, something that you will learn the necessary skills needed for something bigger later in future. This is why I started my YouTube channel, because I've always wanted to do something like this, and it's a great opportunity for me to learn so many skills that come with making these videos. So I'm in a process of learning, and it will definitely prepare myself better for starting a business once in the future than if I was not doing anything. And it's also very important to have some backup plans. So this is why I'm discussing my further options with my boyfriend as well. So not only do I have some options for the potential jobs, but I also have to think about when I want to have kids. And this is also very challenging for women who want to have kids, whether they should start their career, or they should start by having kids first and then working on the career they want to pursue. Yeah, having more options prepared for yourself once you graduate is really helpful, and it make you feel a little bit less stressed during your last year of university. And one more thing that I want to mention is traveling. Because during your studies, you have so many different options and opportunities how you can apply for an exchange program and study in different country for at least one semester, or apply for a program during the summer break. And it gives you again so many other opportunities, because when you travel abroad, first it gives you so many new experiences. You have to also be more independent, but you also meet so many different people that can open your doors for even more opportunities later on. I just want you to remember that it's never too late, but the best time to do anything that you are interested in is right now during the university. You can learn new skills outside school, but you can also take some classes of something that is not related to your major. And this is really helpful, because trust me, once you graduate, you will feel like you missed the opportunities and that you have no space to learn anything new, and it will give you this feeling of anxiety and depression, so that you don't have to regret not taking the action of starting a new project, or starting something you've always wanted to work on, or learning some new skills and acquiring some of the expertise while studying. You can also try to find a job as an intern in your future potential company, something that will just make you feel like you are prepared to graduate and you are prepared to start and enter your real life, your real adult life. Because believe me, once you graduate, you will miss the structure that school gave you, and you will have to learn to do so many things on your own. You will try to seek for that kind of structure and organization in your life again. Although I don't find myself as an organized person, I'm definitely not. I realized that I did enjoy the structure that the university gave me. So pursuing my master's degree gave me so much relief when it comes to the structure in my life. And this is something that I'm working on so that I can create my own structure, something that works for me and something that I will be able to do right after graduation, and I won't feel like something is missing, something like that I won't feel the emptiness or something like that. Okay, so I really hope that the insights that I've gained from my own experience will guide you in managing your final years at university. And with this knowledge, I hope that you'll be better equipped to navigate any challenges and avoid the post-grad depression that so many of us face. So thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Bye!